we need our elected officials to know that that all these Black people who die from menthol and from tobacco-induced diseases, they're related to somebody. They're related to me. They're related to many folks who vote. I'm Carol Magruder. I am one of the very proud co-chairs of the African American Tobacco Control Leadership Council. We are California-based and do international work to remove mentholated tobacco products from the U.S. market. I have been working in tobacco control since 1993 or 4. Hard for me to believe. And I was an activist my whole life. And so when I really learned the damage that tobacco does and the mayhem that the tobacco industry causes our community and the world, it just kind of took over my professional life. The tobacco industry has been targeting the Black community for decades and decades, since the 50s and the 60s, when all of the major tobacco companies just set their sights on the Black community. When I was a young woman, magazines like Jet and Ebony, full of Newport ads showing this wonderful way of life that you could have if you smoke these products. Initially, 5% of Black people who smoked a mentholated tobacco product, and today that number is 90%, 80%. And the reason for that is just a relentless, pernicious, racist targeting that took really many forms, from free giveaways to the co-opting of our media, to our elected officials, really just dig their roots so deep into our community, and we're still fighting to pull those roots up today. The biggest issue that I see are the 45,000 African Americans that die every year from tobacco-induced diseases, parents and grandparents who are dying. And when those people die, it destabilizes our families, it destabilizes our communities, and it causes irreparable intergenerational harm. My message for policymakers is that we have entered into the era we call the end game in tobacco control, and that we're tired of chasing the industry that will forever morph, will forever create a new product. And so we need to be about dismantling the whole structure. In California, we passed the law to take flavored tobacco off the market. Now they're new products, so they're new non-menthol products that have chemicals that mimic menthol. So I encourage policymakers just to really be bold and to be forward-thinking and to look at the big picture. We can never match them. We can never beat them chasing them, and we have to get ahead of them. And the only way to get ahead of them is to think about dismantling this whole machine. My advice for other advocates is to, first of all, find your tribe, whoever that is. We need to associate ourselves with people who are like-minded. So in our council, we support each other, we respect each other, we trust each other, and that makes the work a lot easier. And the other thing is to pace yourself, to know, when I was younger, I would get so disappointed and depressed. You have to celebrate your wins. You have to know that this is a long haul process. The things that we're doing, they're not magic. They're not going to make change tomorrow or maybe in 5 years. But we know that change is coming, and that we have to hold fast and we have to keep doing the right thing.